for being
Hey,
here.
Gov, how you doing?
Brother, how you doing?
All right, good to see you.
Can you swap places?
Sure.
Get that George next.
Let him stand behind. Let him stand behind.
Just look to the left. Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you all so much for being with us today. Honored to have our great First Lady, Marty Kemp, here with us after unanimous votes on a couple of her bills earlier this year, so we appreciate that. One of the first daughters, Amy Porter's here. I'm not sure why she's not in school, but anyway, we're glad to have her with us today, and certainly want to thank so many great leaders that we have with us, our Attorney General Chris Carr, our Speaker Pro Tem Jan Jones, Representative Burt Reeves, one of our floor leaders who will be carrying this bill, and certainly Director Reynolds from the GBI, Senator Cowsert, Dean Smyrie, Representative Gilliard, other members of the coastal delegation. I know we've got the whole, I think, Glenn County delegation here today. Their counterpart on the coast, Representative Al Williams and Chairman Burchett and Chairman Strickland. And I know I'm missing a lot of people, but we just appreciate all those that are behind us and those that are not with us that are supporting this effort. As you all know, on May 5th last year, a viral video shocked the world. The horrific killing of Ahmaud Arbery shook a Georgia community to its very core. And as I've said many times since that tragic day, people in every community across our state felt anger, disbelief, and a deep sorrow, but none more than Ahmaud's family and his loved ones. Ahmaud was a victim of vigilante style of violence that has no place in Georgia. And some tried to justify the actions of his killers by claiming they had the protection of an antiquated law that is ripe for abuse. That is why today my administration is introducing significant reforms to our state citizens arrest statute to close dangerous loopholes that could be used to justify future acts of vigilantism. Working with legislators, local leaders, and members of both parties, I believe it is time for Georgia to take another step toward a better, safer, and more just future for our state. One of the most fundamental rights of any citizen is the right for them to defend themselves or others. This legislation does not undermine or infringe on that sacred protection. Georgians can still defend themselves and their home. Private business owners can still reasonably detain lawbreakers, and our heroes in law enforcement remain able to keep our communities safe day or night. This bill repeals the current Civil War-era statute to prevent the terrible consequences of a vague and outdated law, and it clarifies when a citizen, business owner, or law enforcement officer may reasonably detain an individual. Law enforcement officers can still perform arrests outside of their jurisdictions when a crime is committed in front of them, when they are in hot pursuit of an offender, or when assisting fellow officers in their duties. This legislation clearly allows business owners to detain individuals and turn them over to authorities when crimes are committed on their premise, whether it be a theft, attempts to dine and dash, or other acts of lawlessness. And it provides civil immunity to those who do so in accordance with the law. Our bill to overhaul the citizens arrest statute is a balanced approach in protecting the lives and livelihoods of ourselves, our friends, our neighbors, while also preventing rogue vigilantism from threatening the security and God-given potential of all Georgians. The killing of Ahmaud and others last year rightfully led calls for change and meaningful action. Leaders under this Gold Dome listened, and in June, Georgia made history by passing anti-hate crimes legislation on a bipartisan basis, sending a clear message that our state is too great to hate. Thanks to the hard work and determination of Lieutenant Governor Duncan, Speaker Ralston, Dean Smyrie, Chairman F. Strachan, Senator Cowsert, Senator Harold Jones, and other legislative leaders, we came together despite political differences and did what is right. That bipartisan accomplishment was certainly an important leap forward, but we know there is still more important work to be done. Election year or not, there is no shortage of political preferences to be debated here at the state capitol. But in a national political climate where it is often seems as no one agrees on anything, I'm proud to say the wide-reaching, bipartisan group of individuals you see here today behind me supports this bill. I'd like to also thank Chairman F. Strachan and Senator Cowsert for their work over the last few months on this issue in their communities to build this bipartisan support and work through any differences. And Representative Burt Reeves for his willingness and leadership in carrying this important bill. Our citizens' arrest overhaul has broad support among Republicans and Democrats in the General Assembly. It has the support of many in our law enforcement community. It has the support of civil rights advocacy groups and countless other stakeholders who all recognize we need to act now. Like the anti-hate crimes legislation, reforming Georgia's citizens' arrest statute is first and foremost about who we are as a state. In Georgia, we value life, the life of our neighbor, regardless of race, creed, or culture. We support the local businesses that are the backbones of our communities. We back the brave men and women in law enforcement. And above all, we stand up and speak for what is right. On the campaign trail, I told people that I would fight to put hardworking Georgians first, ahead of the status quo or what was politically convenient. As governor, I have worked across the aisle to tackle tough issues and ensure a brighter future for our state. We have a long way to go together, but I believe that Republicans and Democrats can rise to the challenge again, put aside partisan politics, and support a balanced approach to overhauling Georgia's citizens' arrest law. As state leaders, we owe it to our children to root out injustices wherever it is found and leave this state better than we found it. I believe this legislation falls directly in line with that sacred responsibility, and I look forward to working with leaders in both parties to ensure its passage this session. Thank you all. God bless you, and may God continue to bless this great state of Georgia. And thank you for being here.
How you doing? Working hard? They are.
Don't get it done.
Thank y'all for being here.
Thank you, sir.